we're just going to have a quick little discussion on the takeaways. So your notes, you can get your notes out too, because I'm going to check in your notes as you're taking the quiz. So we have this theorem, it's called the squeeze theorem. And it's, well, I mean, it's kind of what its name says. It squeezes the function you want to know something about between two other functions. You know, and that function always has to be between those two other functions. And so that's why we call it the squeeze theorem. It's you know, kind of creates that visual. So those other functions have to come together at the x value we're being evaluated. So that thing has to come together, and they all come together at that same y value to evaluate the limit. So here's the visual, and I'll put this up on our word wall here, but here's the visual with the squeeze theorem, right? We got this top function, this bottom function, I don't know what they are, but we can squeeze this between there, then we can evaluate the limit right there because they all come together. Okay. So that'll go up on the word wall. And so it's a two-sided limit, right? We're looking at the left and we're looking at the right, and we're coming together to find that limit. And as long as we can come together, I could even have an open dot here, right? I could even have an open value here. We could still find the limit. So any questions about the squeeze theorem? Okay, so the summary then, typically, what is the squeeze theorem used for? Typically, it evaluates limits that oscillate. That's typically what we use it for. So like the example in the notes, I think had like an x squared and a minus x squared, and whatever we had oscillated between them. Okay, and that's really where it comes in the most handy. So we really would see this used in relationship to trig functions. Okay, because we know like sines and cosines oscillate. So any questions about that? Okay, so this is our first quiz. So let's talk about what the expectations are here. The quizzes are in your College Board account. I just ask that you don't open them early. You've probably been looking at them the whole last 2 weeks. So they're meant to be no calculator quizzes. Okay, they're timed. So and it says the time right on the quiz. So when you click on quiz 1, it says like 10 minutes or 12 minutes or something like it. And sometimes calculators just slow us down, quite frankly. So let's talk about the retake option. The retake option applies if you have if you're current in all your con. So if you have all the con done, you don't have to have the squeeze theorem con done because you're just learning that. But if you all have all the con done through day 3, that would be the single assignment, the assignment of 8, and the assignment of 5. Then you qualify for a retake. Okay. If something drastically goes wrong, you can take that retake whenever you want. Okay. If you get your score and you're like, I really am not satisfied with it, you could take the retake right away if you wanted to. Okay. So any questions about that? Now, this being the first time through the whole quizzing process, something just popped into my head. I don't think you could see the quizzes. I think I actually had them released like to appear at 10 a.m. So I don't think you could see the quizzes before today. But anyway, this being our first quiz and this being your first time taking a quiz in College Board, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give everybody a retake on this quiz if you want it. Okay, even if you don't have all your con done. Starting the next quiz, we'll do the con requirement, just to kind of get people, you know, a soft entry into the assessment aspect of the class. Yeah, Miranda. No, yeah, I would let you do it at home. Yeah, it's kind of like you're looking at your score and you're like, I think I can do better. Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah.
If we like do worse on the retake, would you like keep the first score? Or?
Yes, I do. I'm not going to ding you for trying again. Good question. Also, yeah, I just can't be that mean. You're all doing really well. Just keep doing what you're doing. Okay, you're doing really super well. Okay, so after the quiz, then you're going to do your day 4 topic questions. That's going to have to do with the squeeze theorem. Then you have a squeeze theorem con. You don't have any notes for the next class, though. Smiley face. One of those days. We like those days. Any question? All right, go ahead and get into quiz 1. This would be unit 1, quiz 1 in AP Classroom. And if you have any questions, just let me know.